Really enjoy it when our next guest comes back to visit with us. Mary Rappaport, the Virginia Egg Council, is here with some gifts from the kitchen that you can make and give to your friends all year long. It's great to see you again,
Yeah,
Mary.
it's great to be here. And this first thing that we have, I think, is really lots of fun. It's brownie mix in a jar.
I love it.
Is that great? So we start off with a cup and a fourth of flour.
So you're putting
I'm putting everything
okay.
in here. I'm putting everything. It's like a mix. It's like a cake mix, except it's this, and you've done it in your kitchen.
Okay.
And you give them the recipe.
Love it.
And into this is a teaspoon of baking powder and a teaspoon of salt. And I'm going to ask you to stir that up.
Sure.
But to try to keep it off the sides because we want to make it
layered.
You know, yeah, we're going to make it layered. And I have here 2/3 of a cup of cocoa.
Okay.
Which I'm going to try to flatten that out.
Do I need to stop stirring?
Yeah, that'd be great. And so we're going to put this around the edges like this. You don't want to make too much of a mess because we want to keep it. Oops, there we go.
Okay.
And kind of move that along. Yeah, make it hit the sides because we want it to. We want to see the layers. And you can use any kind of container. And my suggestion is to get a container that folks can use again, so it's part of the gift.
Okay.
And this is 2 1/4 cups of sugar.
And you've shared these recipes with us.
Yeah, this is on our website, virginiaeggcouncil.org, and you can get it on your website as well.
Great. So you see it starting to do some layering there.
Yep, and so let's flatten it out like this.
Okay.
And then 1/2 cup of chopped peanuts. You could put raisins, you could put some more chocolate chips. Wouldn't that be fun? And then I want you to take this, and I'm gonna take this, and we're gonna slide it down the sides. If the camera can see what's going on there.
Oh, let's see.
It makes sort of a really cool look right there.
Oh, this is pretty. It's
Isn't
like
that pretty?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What am I doing? Jessica, get your head in the game there. Okay, there, I see
That's
it starting to
good.
happen.
Yeah, and then that's it. And then you put the cover on it, and then you put a
Pretty decorative mesh.
A bow in it. You could also put this on top of a brand new pot holder or a hot pad or something like that. Even put a dozen eggs with it, and then of course the recipe on what to do next, which is mix it with 4 eggs and a little bit of butter, and you put it in the oven, and it tells you how long to do it.
You know how dynamite that is for any time of year so that your friends or family can have that on hand. Sometimes it's tough when you have a get-together and everybody comes with a plate of something already prepared.
Yeah.
You can't eat it all at one time.
But isn't that fun?
That's
isn't
great.
that great to do?
I
This
love
other thing right here, this has peanut butter cookies in it. Isn't that fun the way that I've done that right there? Again, I put a tea towel in it, put it in something that you can actually use for something else. And this is the recipe that I was telling you about that's so easy. It's a cup of peanut butter, a cup of sugar, a 1/2 cup of peanuts.
Now, what if all I had was crunchy peanut butter? Could I play and
You
substitute
could do
with
that and put a little bit more, sure.
Okay.
And then 1 egg. You mix it all together, and this is what I was saying your daughter could do. I mean, she'd make a mess, but it's okay.
It's all
and
part
then
of the
after
fun.
that's all mixed together, you roll it into little balls like this, put them on a cookie sheet, and that's kind of fun for children to really do that. That's really neat. And then you flatten them down. You know the way you've done peanut butter cookies before. You flatten them down like this. They bake at, I think, 350 for 10 or 12 minutes, and you end up with a wonderful cookie. But the neat thing is, I call them magic peanut butter cookies. There's no flour.
Oh, you're right.
And there's no shortening. So they are less calories, A, and B, there's no gluten.
And a lot of protein with
And
the
there's
peanuts.
a lot of protein. Dietitians love this recipe, but it's a great recipe for children.
So you'd make all of those up and then hand them this finished package.
Yeah,
That's
in fact,
great.
let me show you what, let me slip this off if I can, the way I've done this. Put them in cupcake papers.
Oh, look how pretty
and
that is.
see how pretty that is. It becomes a real gift then. And so,
That's gorgeous.
And
Yeah,
they smell
wonderful.
heavenly. They really do. So that's the gift right there.
Okay.
This is biscotti, my very favorite thing to give people. You can see it's chocolate-covered biscotti. I have this all dolled up for Valentine's Day. Biscotti, the recipe that I have, there are a lot of recipes around. This is a cup of sugar, 3 eggs, a cup of oil, 3 cups of flour, and a 1/2 teaspoon each of baking powder and vanilla, and then nuts. Make it into a dough, put it on a cookie sheet like this. You bake this for 20 minutes at 375, and then after 20 minutes,
it comes out
like this, almost cooked. You slice it at an angle, and then see how I'm going like this? I'm separating them. They go back into the oven. You just need a little air in between. They go back into the oven for another 10 minutes, and they're done. And they're
they get
wonderful,
nice and crunchy.
Really crunchy. And then you put them in. Go to a party store. You can buy these plastic bags like this. It's wonderful. And the last thing is boiled custard. And the reason I say this is because boiled custard is, people think it's only for the holidays. But actually, I had a friend of mine who was going through chemotherapy, and I think it saved her life.
Wow.
Because it's the only thing that she could actually keep down. It's eggs, sugar, and milk, period. You make it on the top of a double boiler, make sure the water is under there, stir it, stir it, stir it. The trick to a good boiled custard is as soon as it's done and thick, you pour it through a sieve.
Okay, and then any solids
and they do. Okay.
And so Mary, I've not had that before.
You've never had boiled custard? Oh man, it's so delicious.
It's just like a cousin of ice cream, sort of?
It is. It tastes like, you're not going to believe this. I can drink it right out of the jar.
Do I drink it?
Yes, you can drink it like that.
It's a first for everything.
Yeah, it's wonderful. And it's unlike eggnog that has lots of flavoring in it. It's not. It's just like, it's like melted ice cream, high-end melted ice cream. Isn't that wonderful?
Now I'll never be without boiled custard again.
And
Mary,
then also
great
you can
ideas.
use it on cake like this. Is that gorgeous?
Or just drink it just like we...
So it's a wonderful thing to give. I would put it in something like this, in a pot holder, and that's part of the gift as well.
Thank you, Mary, so much. 1, 2, 3, 4 recipes.
We did it. Yes.
Great to present. Thank you so much. We'll share those recipes on our website by early this afternoon, WTBR.com/VTM. Right now, cheers to you.